Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And Monday Night Prime Time is underway. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led out by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Just ho-hum, more of the same production from Herbert in year 5. In fact, it was the cleanest football of his career, Kate. 23 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. But he's got to check that box of playoff wins. And that's not easy to do in this AFC.
Herbert throwing right away. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it'll be second down.
Second and 10.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
Opening carry of the game for Kimani Vidal. And this is going backwards. The defense all over that draw, and they're going to lose yards. Third down coming up. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Ooh, and almost an opening drive pick, but he couldn't hang on. He dropped it, so the potential turnover winds up on the ground. Does, though, bring up 4th down. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
Gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs, but Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Hurts looking to throw. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. It's Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. He beams one deep right side. Brought in inside the 20. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Hurts yet again. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They send the tight end in motion left. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Nickel look by the Chargers here, 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's making a bid for it. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Hurts now from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chargers, nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Jukes away from one. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Chargers getting their offense set for their 2nd drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Vidal. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive-starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Another run for Vidal. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
And the Chargers, 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Running with Vidal out of the gun. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Kobe Dean in on the tackle.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Completed to his running back. And he works this to the 38 before going down. He gets 6 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
He's got Quentin Johnson complete. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. Let's examine this flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now they're going to wait to see how they respond.
Still first down.
So after the penalty, here's 1st and 15. Herbert from the gun. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And they get this down to the 28. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
15 yards. That's another Chargers first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First and 10, Herbert has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down. It's Herbert once more. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Xavier Gibson now to return. Showing a little burst so far. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy midfield to start this drive. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now Hurts. He's got Brown on the slant. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you gotta imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. We put a receiver in motion left. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First down, Eagles.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 from the 32. Here's Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
Number 11,
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
They've got a man in motion. From the red zone on first. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that'll bring up second down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Running in the red zone. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles break the tie here in the first. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
This right here, Kate, well, this is a performance of the modern-day running back. A touchdown on the ground, a touchdown through the air, and in just the first quarter, making a massive impact on the game.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Chargers 7.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Darius Davis to return it. Escapes a defender. The Charger offense making its way to the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Right side into the hands of Allen. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's another Chargers first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's Vitale on the give. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
When you call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Working inside the red zone. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Herbert. Complete. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! And the Eagles get to it! And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. They have played lights out on offense, scored their first 2 times out, Bronk. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Here's a designed run, Hurts. A 2nd down run, good for 4. That brings up 3rd down.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On the traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Philadelphia.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
On 1st down, Hurts. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 14-7 game. We're back to SoFi right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have 2nd and pretty long here. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. They kick the running back in motion. 1st down throwing for Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. It's Hurts once again. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he takes this to the 38, so it's going to be 3rd and very short.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
It's a sneak, Hurts. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line, no gain.
A gain of a yard.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
We've set it downs from the 37. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And they take him down right along the 30.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd and 3 now. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Hurts now from the gun. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Devontae Smith. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts. Finds the in route complete. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
I know the combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Tight end motioning right. Hurts on 1st down. Fires right away, but incomplete. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Hurts yet again. Mills caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Anticipating the pass, defense out there in dime. It's 3rd and goal. Hurts throwing again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defensive down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
Hey, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. This is from 35 out on the left hash. Elliott connects there. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Kate, I call that a win-win in the 1st half. You win on the scoreboard, obviously, by adding 3 and adding to your lead. But you also win mentally. making your opponent know if they make a mistake, you're going to capitalize.
Jake Elliott.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. He dodged the tackle, and he's brought down just inside the 25. The Chargers, then running back Imani Vidal trotting back out to the field. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a one-score game here. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Was hoping to get that one to Keenan Allen. So 2nd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't make the connection. Was looking for Ladd McConkey. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
10 yards to go.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Johnson finds the football complete. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
You know, they call that the
line.
money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Herbert on 1st down. On a quick slant, it's Johnson. And he managed what he can up to the 48. Marcus Epps making the play.
A gain of 4.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Up the middle, Vidal. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up.
A loss of 2 yards.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the 1st, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
J.K. Scott on to punt. And they could really use a good one here.
The Eagles take over.
Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Barkley trying this up the gut. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Hurts on 3rd and 2. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Idell now from the pistol. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 29-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They stay on the ground with Vidal. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
Chargers, 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
10 at the 41-yard line.
So 1st down from the 41. Idell trying this off the gut. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So 2nd and 5 on deck as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Now Herbert to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Herbert now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Adoree Jackson makes the play. He's at the 30. The 10. And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Gosh, I love that play on so many levels, Kate. Making the interception, already a terrific effort by everybody involved. But to put the cherry on top, To take it all the way back to the house, it required extra effort from everybody, and they get the job done.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles take a 3-possession lead.
24, Chargers 7.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Jukes away from one. This makes it up to the 25. The Chargers and running back Imani Vidal trotting back out to the field. And they're really going to have to rebuild any momentum from scratch here, Brock, coming off that pick 6 that just made the hole they're in deeper. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Herbert back to it after the pick. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Complete to number 13, Keenan Allen. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in. 2nd and inches. Going from the gun here. Back-to-back grabs here for Allen. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
5-yard gain.
Giving 5 on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Couldn't get it to Aronde Gadsden the second. And now they face 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
Low left side, grabbed by Allen. And it gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Now Herbert again. Dumped off to his running back. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
A 2-yard
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. Back for the Eagles. That's Xavier Gibson. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles taking over now late in the first half. And up a very comfortable 3 scores. Really no need to try and get anything here. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Running back sent in motion. From the pistol, Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Completed left side to Smith. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. 6-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
On first down, Hurts. Throw over the middle, cut by Brown. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
1st and 10 now from the 46. And again, here's Hurts. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Hurts throwing again. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He's back to throw. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3.
Cameron
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Gibson now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Philadelphia has its offense out to start this third quarter. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. First call here coming from the shotgun. Hurts now from the gun. Pressure's there, and the Chargers got him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
It's second down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on second down. 16 to go following the sack. They go play fake with Hurts. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. Giving them an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
When you throw that comeback route versus zone, you have to see the underneath defenders. It's frankly easier, Kate, to throw it versus man-to-man. You know where everybody is. But in zone, you better trust your eyes underneath. And when you do, there's completions like that to be had.
And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Motioning the tight end now. Hurts to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Good run there, about 9, but still third down coming up.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Third down.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Third and long. They're going to throw. And the defender's there to knock this away. And that effort means it's 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
The Eagles are in punt formation. Braden Mann will kick it away. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give to Vidal. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Herbert from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
And the Chargers first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
1st and 10, here's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop, I'm going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
You know what I love to say, you never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First down now, ball at the 33. It's Herbert once more. Catch made left side by McConkey. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A run with Vidal. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Pick up a 5 on that play, and that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
This is Vidal, and he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers start the 2nd half with some needed points. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Dicker on now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers cut the lead down to 10.
Score Eagles 24, Chargers 14.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Gibson now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. That touchdown cut the lead by a chunk, Brock, but it's still a 2-score game as they start this drive out. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. It's a chance to run it here. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, Those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
On third down, it's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
A gain of 4
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
First down, a run with Barkley. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Sent to the ground by Khalil Mack.
If there's ever a play we can call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down throwing for Hurts. Near the goal line. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a 16-point ball game. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles take a 3-possession lead.
31, Chargers 14.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Rydell on the carry. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Dumps it off to his running back. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Go get him, go get him, go get him!
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Hits him on the out route. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Intended for...
Kid, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are smaller. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
On now comes their punter. J.K. Scott will kick it away. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. They are in great shape here as we wind down this 3rd quarter, and they've got a 3-score lead. Another, well, that could put this just too far out of reach. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Completed over the middle. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 3 now. Back to throw, Hurts. Finds Barkley underneath. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. So that brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
It is caught left side. And this one does not go far. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Eagles have the football, and with that lead, might have a win in just a little while, too. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. It's Hurts once again. He's got Smith. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. That's taken at the 15. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Chargers send running back Imani Vidal trotting back out to the field. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Eagles are on it, and down he goes. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
2nd and 16.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
It's 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Incomplete.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Hurts now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
2nd down now. They need 7. Play action. Hurts has it. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's 3rd down. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
And he's going to have enough for the 1st down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. They go play fake with Hurts. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles make it a 24-point ball game.
Chargers 14. Jake Elliott to kick
Elliott's
off
all
for
set for the
Philadelphia.
kickoff. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own
Possession
25-yard
switching back to
line.
the LA offense as they head out. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40.
It's a
Big gain, 14 on the play.
And the
And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
I love
First
throwing on
and
first
10
down.
at the
And when you see a
39-yard
first down
line.
pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Herbert on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. Big man showing up the yards. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Now it's Vidal. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the 9-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Herbert gonna tuck and run. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too.
He was brought down.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. 3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. They snap it to Herbert. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers putting up points in a game decided. Lad McConkey with a touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Now Herbert and the Chargers going for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late.
22.
right, partner. It is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a 2-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate, just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again and again
They got
and
it. Come
again.
on now.
But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Gibson now to return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Hits his running back. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Smith brings in another one. And he is down to the 30-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26
yards. And an Eagle first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the pistol, Hurts. Got his man, that's Brown again. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles have likely locked up the win right there. A.J. Brown, the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle of the field open or close? Do I got a single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles stretch the lead to 23.
Chargers 22.
Elliott all set for the kickoff.
Philadelphia.
Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Allen bringing in another one. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line.
On the play.
That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
First and 10.
Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Here's Herbert, first and 10. Back-to-back grabs here for Allen. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Throwing from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't find Rondé Gadsden the second on that throw. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. That one's good to McConkey. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Herbert to throw once more. Completed over the middle. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
The Eagles' 44-yard line.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. It's Herbert once more. Allen hit that. Football's loose. And the Eagles get to it. They won't get much on that return, Brock. Actually might have lost a little ground, but they do gain possession of the football.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The Eagles and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. All right, so in the end, it's a play for no gain, Brock, although we did have plenty of excitement along the way. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Nearly saw them trade fumbles there on back-to-back plays, Brock, but a chance recovery kept one turnover from answering another.
Okay, can we please?
Yeah,
can we please hold on to the football? Somebody! I'm sorry, I'm losing my mind up here. And you know what the defenders are going to do? They're going to smell blood in the water, and they're going to be swinging as wildly as I am here in the booth.
No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. Punting unit out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. First call here coming from the shotgun. Herbert from the gun. Complete out to the right. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30.
A gain of 15
Timeout called by the
yards.
Chargers. They're first.
The Chargers.
And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
At the 30-yard line.
Throwing now, Herbert. Middle of the field, taken in by McConkey. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
That's another
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10. Here's Herbert. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Herbert throwing again. Dump off caught by his back. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Third down here. Need 8 on the play. Now Herbert again. Gets it downfield, on target to Ganson. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
It's a gain of
An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And he'll go down here at the 16. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
10 yards on the pickup.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Dory Jackson makes the play.
You knew it before this drive started, the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, well, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
The Eagles about set to go on offense. They can trot out every offense's favorite formation now, Brock, and kneel out this win. Defense, no timeouts left to stop them. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. That's a design look for Hurts. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.